go home. You know, I do. I do want to go home. When are they letting you come home? I don't know. I just had surgery on my face. That's the reason why my face look a lot better, as y'all can see. Um, First surgery I had was on my wrist and my hand. I have pins and needles inside of my hand. I have pins inside of my eye. My eye was fractured, dislocated into my jaw. That's the reason why you can see this is crooked. Um, I'm still going. I thank God no matter what that I go through. I thank Him so much because it could have been worse. I could have been laying on that ground, not breathing, and boom, comatose, dead, gone, not here. So I thank Him so gracefully that I'm here and able to even breathe to speak to y'all about what's going on. Because I couldn't have been here, man. I couldn't have been here. That was in a life, that literally, man, listen, that man struck me with over hundreds of pounds of a car. You know what I'm saying? All right, now that I read through all of the comments, I want to get through some things, um, get down to the nitty gritty, and let's nail down how some people were saying that I tricked men, that was going on. If you can do me a favor, hold on, let me see if I can have. Lady, if you can do me a favor, can you send me that to my inbox, please, on Instagram? And the Instagram on that page is Loyalty Doesn't Cost a Penny Red Cent. And that's the only thing I ask for, majority of the time. Fuck it, I'll come get you myself. I'll give you gas money. The person that did this to you needs to be locked up, definitely. Or another car could have hit you. That just happened where I live. Two cars ran over the man. Man, listen, that's why, Jesus, Jesus. That's why I tried to get out of the way when he first hit me. Because I felt like that another car was going to come from behind and smack me again. I didn't know what to think, what to do. I didn't know what to think and what to do. The only thing I had in my mind, get out the way, Calais, get out the way. That's the only thing I had in my mind. I heard people that was on the side of me kept saying, be still, Calais, be still, stop moving. But in my mind, I had to move. I had to get out of the way. So I was still in the street. As I was crossing and he hit me, I was still in the street. I had to move. I had to get my ass on that sidewalk. And as much pain as I was in, barely able to move, I drugged myself on that sidewalk. I can't watch this. I'm trying my best not to cry, but this shit hurt because I just was on live with you weeks before this happened, and I'm having so many fucking emotions right now. And I thank you so much for being sympathetic and having emotions for me, because a lot of people cannot present that. A lot of people can't even do that. People have a personal vendetta against me that does not have, they're not capable of opening their mindset to being sympathetic for me or even being empathetic for me. Having empathy and sympathy for somebody goes a long way. So I thank you so much for being able to have sympathy for me, to feel my pain, to feel what I'm going through, to feel my hurt. I'm praying for you. Take this as a sign from God. Remove all negative energy out your life. Get closer to God. Life is short, and you are very blessed. Yes, if anyone knows me, know that I've been through a lot. I've been through traumatic stuff. This is not the first time was in an incident. This might have been the first time I was struck by a car. But if you guys remember distinctively, I was in a two car accidents that have flipped my car and made me go over the interstate and flip down a hill. A lot of you guys know that have been watching me for the last 7 years know that I was in another accident that caused me to flip my car and to be in another severe incident. So I'm grateful that each and every time that I have been in a severe accident, God has put me through it and brought me back out of it. Baby, you were covered, you hear me? I feel like that so much because if it was my time to go, I should have been struck and lit up right there by many cars. You understand me? I wondered, was it a hate crime? Was you crossing the street or something? Yes, I was crossing the street, Barbie. I was crossing the street. And as I was crossing the street, there were no cars coming. And out of the blue, a khaki expedition comes flying and smacks me and kept going. God kept you here for a reason. I believe so. You ain't got time to cry. Get in a good space and find yourself. Now your purpose, another chance to get it right. Yes. As I left the the car meet, I was walking across the street. I was getting ready to go inside of my room. As I was walking across the street, instantly I got hit by the car. The car came across and smacked me on my right side. He was flying. Smacked me on my right side. I got hit in the air and drug across the concrete. So this is how I want to explain to you guys. When I got hit on the right side, which is this side, that's the reason why this side is damaged the most. The only reason why this side got impacted was because I hit the ground and got dragged across the concrete. Now, mind y'all, I just told y'all I had to get my behind up and crawl and make it to that sidewalk due to the fact that I was almost across the street, but I didn't make it across all the way because I was still trying to get there. A man hit me and struck me on the right side. I flew in the air, hit the ground, and got dragged across the pavement. And at that moment, I'm still trying to get across and get my behind on that sidewalk. So as I hear people around me saying, don't move, kind of like, don't move, don't move, don't move. In my head, I'm still saying, no, move, move. Because something was telling me that you're about to get hit again. So I kept going. Y'all, if God ain't good, man, I don't know what God you serve. I got my behind on up, and as I got my behind on up, I ain't even gonna say got my behind on up, I had to crawl. I literally had to crawl. Like, crawl, you know how you drag yourself, like, crawl? I had to crawl to be able to get my behind on the thing, on the concrete, on the sidewalk. So how you get dragged across the pavement? How I got dragged across the pavement was when he hit me and I flew up in the air, and when that car came down and he kept going, he drug my ass right on across the pavement. That's how. I don't know if you're not understanding that part, or like I gotta explain it a little deeper for you. I got hit, right? Say this is me. and I'm walking across the street. This is the car. I got hit. Boom. Boom. I hit the ground. His car comes. You see? That simple. When, at that moment, when I started to move my body, I felt like my legs were broken. I did not know that I could move my legs. So the only thing that I could do at that moment was to drag myself, to move myself across onto the pavement. I had no other choice. At that moment, then that's when the ambulance came. I guess they called the ambulance. They called the ambulance. Meanwhile, y'all, I remember me telling y'all that the police were already out there. The police was literally already out there. So you got hit twice. Yes, in a sense. Yes. Yes. That's the reason why I said, had I would have stayed in that position where I was, oh, he would have, I would have been smacked I would have been smacked twice, like right on top of each other. I got hit head on. And then from the rest of the point on, me getting drugged, if I would have stayed in that position that I was and did not move as swiftly as I tried to, if I'm going to be totally honest, because I tried to move fast as heck to be able to get myself on across that street. If I did not move and I stayed in that position, I'd have been toppled over twice. Real bad.